Hey, this is Super Game Ghost, and you're watching the top 10 most expensive Nintendo DS games. For reference, this list encompasses North American releases only, and the prices are based on recently sold complete in-box games. Let's start. Number 10 on our list is
Mega Man Star Force 3 Red Joker.
Mega Man Star Force Red Joker is an RPG released in 2008. It was developed and published by Capcom. It is a part of the Mega Man Star Force series, which is a spin-off of the classic Mega Man franchise. The game is set in a futuristic world where players control a character named Geostellar, who can transform into the powerful Mega Man. Similar to other games in the Mega Man Star Force series, Red Joker has a counterpart titled Mega Man Star Force Black Ace. Each version has unique content, characters, and battle cards, encouraging players to trade and connect with others who own the opposite version. Personally, I feel like this title is not as accessible as the usual fast-paced action in the side-scrolling Mega Man games. The RPG elements in this title add another layer of complexity, and one must be prepared for a much more involved gaming experience. Red Joker goes for $165. Number 9 on our list is Commando Steel Disaster. Commando Steel Disaster is a run-and-gun action game released in 2008. It was developed by Mana Computer Software and published by Lexicon Entertainment. The game is a side-scrolling action game with shoot-'em-up elements and is most similar to the Metal Slug series. Players control a commando character and navigate through various levels while engaging in intense combat against enemy forces. Commando Steel Disaster is set in the near future where players assume the role of Storm, a commando on a mission to thwart the plans of a terrorist organization known as Rattlesnake. The storyline unfolds through missions and encounters with different enemy types. It received mixed reviews from critics. While some praised its action-packed gameplay and nostalgic appeal, others criticized aspects such as level design and control responsiveness. Commando Steel Disaster goes for $170. Number 8 on our list is Fighting Fantasy: The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Fighting Fantasy is an action role-playing game released in 2009. It was developed by Big Blue Bubble and published by Asper Media. Fighting Fantasy: The Warlock of Firetop Mountain is an adaptation of the classic gamebook of the same name, written by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone. The gamebook series allowed readers to make choices that affected the outcome of the story. The game follows the player's character as they explore the treacherous dungeons of Firetop Mountain in search of a powerful artifact. Players encounter various creatures, solve puzzles, and make decisions that impact the narrative. Players can choose from multiple character classes, each with its own strengths and abilities. As the game progresses, characters can gain experience points and improve their skills. The choices made by players throughout the game impact the outcome, leading to multiple possible endings. This branching narrative encourages replayability as players can make different decisions in subsequent playthroughs. The game received mixed to positive reviews. Critics appreciated the faithful adaptation of the gamebook and the engaging real-time combat. However, some noted issues with controls and camera angles. Fighting Fantasy: The Warlock of Firetop Mountain goes for $175. Number 7 on our list is Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue. Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue is a shoot-'em-up game released in 2008. It was developed by Enjoy Up and published by Destinier. The game combines classic arcade-style shooting with a humorous and unique twist on the traditional Little Red Riding Hood fairy tale. The game takes the familiar fairy tale of Little Red Riding Hood and introduces a zombie apocalypse theme. Instead of the traditional story, players find Little Red Riding Hood armed and ready to take on waves of undead enemies. In the game, players control Little Red Riding Hood, armed with various firearms as she moves through different stages, shooting down hordes of zombies and other creatures. The game features boss battles at the end of each stage, introducing larger and more challenging enemies. Players must employ different strategies to defeat these formidable foes. The game received generally positive reviews for its entertaining and unique concept, as well as its accessible gameplay. Critics appreciated the blend of humor and action in the game. Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue goes for $195. Number 6 on our list is Sideswiped. Sideswiped is a racing game released in 2009. It was developed and published by Majesco. Now this is a unique game. Unlike other racers where the key to beating any given race is to finish first, this particular game encourages you to crash into other cars and objects during a race. The game features various modes of play. In mission mode, you are able to select different locales and complete a variety of objectives in order to get money, which is used to buy other cars and miscellaneous items. Instant mode allows you to play various minigame style levels such as car bowling and a demolition derby style stage. Sideswiped also includes a versus mode where you are able to connect 2 to 4 DSs. This game was left virtually unnoticed and it really has no actual reviews outside of a few user submitted reviews on sites like Game FAQs. Sideswiped goes for $210. Number 5 on our list is Blue Dragon Awakened Shadow. Blue Dragon Awakened Shadow is a role-playing game released in 2010. It was developed by Tri-Crescendo and published by Namco Bandai Games. It is part of the Blue Dragon series, which includes the original Blue Dragon game for the Xbox 360 and its subsequent adaptations. The game follows a customizable protagonist who wakes up with no memory in a world threatened by a new evil force. Players embark on a journey to recover their memories and save the world. In the Blue Dragon series, characters can harness the power of magical creatures called shadows. These shadows provide unique abilities and can be summoned to aid in battles. The game introduces new shadow powers and customization options for enhanced strategic gameplay. Players can recruit and build a party of characters with different abilities and skills. The party members, along with their shadows, contribute to the overall strength of the team in battles. The game received mixed reviews with praise for its character customization and shadow mechanics. However, some critics noted issues with repetitive gameplay and a storyline that may feel disconnected for those not familiar with the earlier entries in the series. Blue Dragon Awakened Shadow goes for $215. Number 4 on our list is Power Bike. Power Bike is a racing/sports game released in 2008. It was developed by Tornado Studios and published by Majesco. The premise of this game is that an anonymous sponsor, for whatever reason, is funding you to do illegal street racing on your motorcycle. The game revolves around racing around on a motorcycle on various courses, all the while avoiding cops and other obstacles. Avoiding the cops is usually the most challenging part since they are willing to chase after you and ram into your motorcycle. This game, like Sideswiped, is also pretty obscure. Information on it is very limited and there are no reviews to be found anywhere online. I actually think that this game is not too bad. If there's nothing else to play, then you can probably sink an hour or two into this game. The only thing that really detracts from the gameplay is how easily you are able to crash on your motorcycle. You can be going 10 miles per hour and just skim the side of a car and the player will be hurled off their motorcycle. Power Bike goes for $250. Number 3 on our list is Solata Robo Red the Hunter. Red the Hunter is an action role-playing game released in 2011. It was developed by CyberConnect 2 and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. This title is part of the Little Tail Bronx series of games, which is apparently the developer's passion project. This game is set in a steampunk-inspired world called the Shepherd Republic. Players control a canine character named Red Saverin, who operates a customizable mech known as a Dahak. The narrative follows Red Saverin, a hunter for hire, as he becomes entangled in a plot involving mysterious artifacts known as keystones. Central to the gameplay is the ability to customize Red's Dahak mech. Players can upgrade and modify the mech's abilities, allowing for strategic choices in combat and exploration. The mech can be equipped with different weapons and gadgets. The title received positive reviews for its engaging gameplay, unique setting, and charming presentation. Critics praised the game's story, character development, and the enjoyable mech customization mechanics. Red the Hunter goes for $290. Number 2 on our list is Shepherd's Crossing 2. Shepherd's Crossing 2 is a farming simulation game released in 2010. It was developed by Success and published by Graffiti Entertainment. The game revolves around managing and developing a farm. Players engage in various farming activities including planting and harvesting crops, raising livestock, and managing resources to ensure the success of their farm. The game features a dynamic seasonal system with each season affecting the type of crops that can be grown and the overall gameplay. Players can interact with various characters in the game, including other farmers and townspeople. Building relationships with characters may unlock additional opportunities, such as cooperative projects or events. Shepherd's Crossing 2 did not receive extensive coverage from major gaming publications, and reviews for the game are limited. Some players appreciate the game's charming art style, relaxing gameplay, and the traditional farming simulation experience it provided. Shepherd's Crossing 2 goes for $340. The number one spot on our list is Veggie World. Veggie World is a shoot-'em-up released in 2011. It was developed by Jack of All Games and published by Maximum Family Games. Another super obscure title released at the very end of the DS's lifecycle. The description for this game on the back of its box reads as follows. Enter the wacky world where vegetables rule. Your goal is to take out vicious veggie monsters who are trying to destroy your planet. Hop aboard your strawberry plane and defeat the evil plants army before it is too late. Gather valuable components from fallen enemies and blast through bosses with weapons like the lightning laser, thunderstrike, and more. 21 humorously addicting stages, multiple upgrades hidden throughout, mission and survival modes. This game surprisingly plays very well and is actually a pretty fun shoot-'em-up. The weapon upgrades available at the end of each level also allow for some interesting variety to the gameplay. Veggie World goes for $400. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.